that they're just words, and you got to pick yourselves up by your bootstraps and be a victor, not a victim. You really went to the Supreme Court to rule on something that you were already protected under? Okay. Hey, y'all, gravity, any day above ground living. Hope you're having a fantastic start to your Thursday. A certain sector of our society tells us that we are weak. We're always crying. All you have to do is just succeed in the country, and you'll get everything that you want. But every time now, the last few years, I look, they out there crying about something, and I don't get it. Because we're not crying about the stuff, we understand, we adjust. It's like they can't adjust. Everything has to go, I gotta go run the court. So if you saw the thumbnail in the title, you should be laughing right now. You should seriously be laughing, taking screenshots, and laughing, because this is where it's gone. Most of y'all got whatever you wanted. You got everything. You got your president in. You got your preferred Congress in. You can do whatever. And still it's not enough. They really went to SCOTUS, the Supreme Court, to get the ability to sue employers for being white and heterosexual. Oh my God. Y'all are weak. This has got to be the weakest thing I've ever seen. And yes, there's a difference between going forth with a law. That's different. You went to go put on the books, look at me, I'm special. If this ain't the definition of I'm white and I say so, I don't know what is. Let us would have done something like this. They'd have been outside talking about they try to divide. Y'all are weak. Again, I just want you in here to understand. They paid thousands of dollars, wasted thousands of hours of manpower to have the Supreme Court rule that even though we have civil rights laws that they're protected under, because you can't discriminate against somebody, they still needed SCOTUS to make them the main character. It's hilarious. But again, they tell us, don't be a victim. This is victim talk we just did. And then that thumbnail that I showed you, that thread, they were all in there coping. It was the funniest thing I've ever seen. They're cheering this. Whew. The country is in trouble, and that's what they're worried about. Okay, great. Now you won't be able to be discriminated in employment. They still don't have to pick you, by the way. I just, maybe we have to explain that. They don't have to pick you for their job. They can choose still not to promote you. And you can't stop it. Isn't that lovely? Sounds like what they did with affirmative action. You did all that, used the Asians as the crash out, and you still not getting it. So whose fault was that really? Maybe you're not good enough. This was going to be the same thing they would have pulled if they would have made the Crime Act federal. You would have given white women a chance to screw with their bosses. But it hasn't gone federal and still been sitting on the desk. So this is the concession. Oh man, I love it. Every day they get weaker and weaker. And they wonder why most of the world is starting to turn on them. Weak. Anyway, how y'all doing today? Better than them, I'm sure. What's up, Tori? I need to see. I'm going to wait till tomorrow. I got to see the responses on this. Where are your big accounts? I need y'all to come outside. If you explain this and say this is a win, you need to shut your whole platform down and never say anything ever again. I don't believe this. Somebody in there said, I can't believe that SCOTUS had to say this. I can't believe y'all went in here to go dispute it. You're mad that employers are not hiring you. Wait a minute. We ended DEI. So naturally your employment should have went up, right? Or were you sold a bill of goods? Oh, see, they won't talk about that. Because if you looked at the numbers that came out recently with private sector employment, yeah, a lot less than last month. Them unemployment numbers might rise a little bit next month when they put out that report. That jobs number might not hit. But we're going to SCOTUS, so you can't get discriminated against in employment even though you're not. Well, I think we're reliving 2016 again. I really think so. With the hate hoaxes. Boy. If white people ever wanted to play BLM, they're playing it right now. I said it. They're going to be like, all employment matters now. Watch. And I get it. I get it. It's just the internet people. I get it. But I need the reality people to call them to the table, you know, with the fruit and all that. I need them to smack the hell out of them and tell them to come back to reality. The internet ain't real life. But anyway, how do y'all feel about this ruling? White people say if you're heterosexual, you get targeted. They don't promote you. Okay. You literally got them folk in the biggest positions in the country. Like, all right, y'all are discriminated against. Okay. Because they tell you on the day we're equal opportunity employers. you think you're being discriminated against. I mean that's just great. Oh yeah, I heard about it, and you know what? I'm going to let the so-called white community that welcomed them with open arms because they saw them holding American flags in a hangar. I'm going to let them deal with that. That is not my problem. You know, let the per capita games begin. You watch. I give it 3 more crimes by them folk. You gonna see some delineation real quick. And it was in West Virginia too. Oh yeah, a lot of delineation. So they got it. Great, Joe. There's nothing wrong with Pride Month. What's the problem? There's nothing wrong with that. Jesus. Oh boy. I like how they just put that in. Happy Pride Month. Okay. Great. Hug your favorite gay person. Go ahead. Give them, see them in real life. Take them out for coffee and hug them right before they leave. It'd be great. Great. Hug yourself, Joe. We all need to give ourselves self love at times. Go ahead. Hug yourself. There you go. Nothing wrong with that. You said they want to be targeted so they can go on the internet and gossip. They actually aren't targeted. They become hella sad. But listen, they weren't targeted. That's the funny part. They were never targeted. They just want to be the main character, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with being a main character. Just know you're gonna have to carry the shit, and you gotta have the charisma to do it. Watch what I tell you. They ain't not gonna have the charisma. They gonna look at this as a win, and then watch what happens. They gonna get ridiculed, and then they gonna start yelling at everybody, cussing, using monkey memes, saying the N-word. Go ahead. I hope they understand what they just did and they're celebrating. They said just employment. They ain't saying real life. So you guys are still racist, by the way. Until you prove us otherwise. You just gave every employer in America a reason not to fire you. Reasons, I should say. Reasons. You gave them more. They gonna make up some shit on you now. Dumbass. But again, they're so smart they'll never figure it out. Yeah, you were late 3 times in 3 years. Yeah, we can't have that. You gotta go. Wait, the handbook says you're supposed to write me up. Well, you don't have to. You're discriminating. No. Because see, what we do is every time you're late, we document it. And the one time I did talk to you about it, you said it won't happen again, so you're a liar. Bye. Those are the worst words you could ever tell an employee. It won't happen again. Because then they got you over the barrel. But, let them tell it. They're going to celebrate this like this is the greatest thing ever. Anyway, the finals start today. Who cares? What else happened? Something else happened yesterday. Yeah, Hackstein told me about the South African that killed his old lady. And South African news got it. So go ahead, and I want one of them right wingers to tell me how that was a lie pushed by the left. Go ahead. Show me something, right wingers. Go put that man's face all over your social media and your YouTube/Rumble channels. Go ahead. Show me something. Go dig into his history. But you know they ain't gonna do it. Oh, you know what? Y'all want to talk about it? Since we talking about South Africans now, we went over there. Might as well. I might change the title. Let me think. Let's talk about Big Buddy Eli. Don't you just love it now that Eli trying to turn babyface? I hate it when I'm right. I told y'all George was a scam. Nobody wanted to listen. They said I was crazy. Okay. Now you got all the info allegedly, and they say no, we're not doing nothing about it. We all right. I showed you, Bradley. If somebody that got here 2 weeks ago is gonna tell me I wasn't right. Okay. Sure. We understand. You got it. Anyway, we're going to ignore you today because you obviously you happy you get paid tomorrow. I understand. It's okay. You're feeling yourself. It's okay. And Eli, he pissed off now. He out here. He cut promos on Mike Johnson. I love it. White on white crime. You gotta love it. This is a nice house. I might want that up. Elon's about to become a sleeper cell for Congress. Next year's midterms are going to be exciting. We can do something epic that we should have did last year. We can do something epic. We can kick everybody out. This is going to be fun. Come on, we're all over the country, fam. 435 people we can make unemployed. Come on. We can rid DC of billions of dollars in one night. We the people. I think we should do it. Let's screw up the whole process. But that would take a commitment of you understanding that when you do that, you're going to be held accountable. Are you ready for that? Mm. Oh, by the way, they're turning on Elon on X too. And then we got the shills and they talk about, oh, they're brothers. They fight. They'll fight just like brothers fight. Oh, that's what we're doing. Okay. Y'all tried to convert a Democrat into a right winger, and now the ideology ain't taking hold. Okay, I got you. Y'all gonna learn. You got about 17 more months. You are gonna learn that the game not only is rigged, you saw the outside only. You were privy to nothing. They mad at JD right now because he talked to Laura Loomer at the White House. I might as well say it now. Laura Loomer is part of the deep state. Go ahead. And you can tell her I said that. Oh, Howard Stern in the face is the deep state. She's part of the swamp. She's an infiltrator. But, you know. It's all good. Y'all got Corinne Jean-Pierre being independent Democrat. I told y'all that book grift is where the money is. It's for all the people who said that Kamala Harris is going to be governor of California, where she could sit there and make millions off her book and appearances and Netflix specials. You want her to govern. What is she going to do that Gavin Newsom can't do? What is she going to do? Is she going to bring innovation back to that state? Is she going to clean it up? Is she going to hold people accountable? Can she stop wildfires? None of this. Nobody can tell me. Just like now you got MAGA, they this Palantir thing, now they got questions. You should have had questions 3 years ago. You should have had questions 2 years ago. You should have had questions over the summer, but you didn't. Y'all wasted your time and energy yelling at the Democrats for not letting Kamala Harris primary and giving her the keys to the Democratic kingdom. But you did the same thing to Trump, and you said, oh, it was a foregone conclusion he was going to win, so show me something. Yeah. Now y'all upset that he brought on one of them C19 idiots into the fold. Now y'all upset. Wait a minute, I thought y'all had all this access. Go tell him that's a bad idea. Oh, wait, you can't. Funny how that works out every time. This is why I've told y'all before, MACA, and you dumbass Democrat, stop being proxy voices for this government. It's not a good look. Because we're going to come at you with these questions, and most of y'all can't answer. And then when you get pitted in a corner, you block me. Which is fine. It's your prerogative. Social media. Here we are. Next week, that jobs report is going to... No, Friday, tomorrow, that jobs report comes out. If it's bad, that stock market for the drop like over 500 points. Church, what's up? Oh, I got to listen to Dexter Taylor talk yesterday in a space. Brother sound good. I might be bringing him on the platform. I'm going to reignite that process. Because now in New York, they try to pass a law where you can't make guns. Shut up. It's always New York. But we'll see. Oh, man, oh man. I told y'all politics is so much fun. I know it's boring for y'all, but it excites me. But anyway, I'm gonna get my head right. Have you heard about the Supreme Court's rule on the reverse discrimination case? Oh yeah, we just talked about that. That's what the subject of the live was, and I'm laughing because white people weak. That that is the weakest thing I've ever seen. You gonna ask the Supreme Court to tell you. They basically had to explain that you guys are also covered under the civil rights and the EEOC. They needed that right because they're too dumb to read and understand. That's crazy to me. I I I I I would say I was flabbergasted, but then I forget who I'm talking about. These are the people who still don't know what the First and Second Amendment are really. These are the same people who don't understand the first 10 amendments are the Bill of Rights. They think it's a separate document. But okay. Mm, mm, But they want to lead, and they want everybody to follow their examples. Okay. So according to them now, we can go in front of the Supreme Court and ask for whatever we want. We should do that. Mm. By the way, Monday is going to be a very important broadcast. So I'm going to need everybody to be present. Oh, the last thing we're going to talk about, I actually just remembered this. Yeah. So y'all still want to tell us that Trump is. Explain to me why he would ban 12 countries and give limited access to another six. Explain that to me. Y'all Haitians are real quiet right now. Why y'all so quiet? Because we know he did that travel ban because of y'all. I gotta get the brakes fixed on Monday. But yeah, I need y'all to codify that for me. Why are y'all not protesting in front of the White House and your subsequent embassies? I need y'all. Why y'all not in front of the UN right now? And that man did, and the funny thing is that man didn't even he didn't even give an explanation why he did it. That's the funniest part. He just said, everybody got to go. I bet you he couldn't even tell you where these countries are. Bet you he couldn't. But it's all good. Yes, I got the last part. Cool. Sure, said because it's Trump. He dumb, but bless his heart. Bless. Next midterms are gonna be funny. Hey, Florida, your Republican might be in trouble. Any Republican in Miami, you in trouble next year unless you make this right. Mm. Anyway, well, Church, we knew he don't know nothing. Four tariff backups in 6 months. He don't know nothing. 5 months, I should say. 5 months. We're not at the 6 month mark yet. We know he don't know nothing. Think about it. He tried to put tariffs on everybody, but didn't put tariffs on bricks. Oh wow. He could have had double tariffs on bricks. He didn't do it. Bricks fuck around and say, okay, y'all want to put tariffs on us? Double tariffs? Cool. We gonna put tariffs on NATO. We gonna put tariffs on the G7. What's up? The G20. What's up? We might even be gangster and put tariffs on the fucking UN. Now play with us. Anyway, hopefully you learned something. If you did, I done my job. If not, I try to be better next time. Uh, unless something pop off, I will see you on Monday. We got very important talks to have about these kids. So how now church? See y'all don't want me to leave. Okay. All right. The GDP is already projected to shrink. So they said the deficit. What? Listen, these are the kids who, if they did go to college, they avoided statistics. It's the funniest thing ever. They over there touting egg prices being down. I'm like, did y'all even understand how he got there? It's not domestic production. He had to import it. Oh my God. I tell you, man, how you talk about put America first and you still importing? But anyway, let me go get psyched up for this work. Y'all take care, stay safe, and you know what to do when the agents of chaos come to mess up your business.